Blessings, greetings on this beautiful day. This is Dawn DelVecchio coming to you live from Sedona, Arizona. Today is Tuesday, the 26th of November, 2019, and it is a big energy day, which is why we are here. I've made some announcements around in Facebook, and we'll also share this on YouTube. So I invite you, if you're just coming on the call, to give me some love, send me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know you're here. So the intention of this particular live stream is to do an activation in alignment with the high energy frequencies beaming down to us from the galactic center, aligned with the planets Jupiter and Venus, and also to really use the new moon energies for a new start. So here's what you can expect from this call today. I'm going to begin with a little grounding and centering, calling in the directions, or calling in, creating the sacred container for this work. And I have a little bit of some tarot messages for us. And I've been feeling some sense that my guides want to come through to deliver a message to you. So I'm just going to open to that and see. I never really know how it's going to come through, at least not at this point in my channeling journey, new-ish that it is. So again, for those of you who are coming on right now, welcome. For those of you who watch this later, welcome. As always, with any of my live stream things on Facebook or YouTube, I ask that if you find value in what I'm sharing, to please leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, give me some hearts, and let me know what this is stirring up for you. If it doesn't make sense, navigate me, give me some guidance, let me know what your questions are. And of course, as always, if you find this helpful, or if you think this would be helpful for someone else, please invite them onto the live stream or share it with them later. Okay, so with that, we are now 2.5 minutes in, so now I really want to start proper. So whether you're with me live now and I can't see, right now I'm learning how to navigate this new tool, Be Live. So I can't yet, I'm not quite sure how to see if other people are on. I can see if you give me thumbs up or hearts though, so if you would do that, that'd be great. So as we begin, I want to invite us all to get connected with our deep inner self. So if you're in a place where you can do so, I invite you to close your eyes for a moment and get connected with your breath. I can see someone. Hi, Mary. Okay, yay. Glad to see you here. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes now. I invite you to do the same if it's safe for you to do so. I'm going to guide us through a little grounding and centering moment, and then we'll begin. So giving yourself permission to be fully aware of where you are, of how that feels, the way you're sitting, the way your body is positioned, the way you're breathing, the sounds you're hearing, perhaps any other physical sensations you're aware of, just giving yourself full permission to be aware of them. And noticing now any thoughts or energetic distractions you have. Just allow them to be there and witness. Be present and witness. Without resistance or judgment, just letting whatever is simply be in this now moment with us, with you. And accepting yourself and accepting this moment exactly as it is. Good. Now, taking a breath in, bring all of your energy into that centermost place in your being, and you know where that is. trust wherever that is, drawing in energy, and then allowing on the exhale, let it to drop down through your center and down out the base of your spine, releasing it into the earth. And again, breathing in and drawing all energy, whatever it is, no judgment, good, bad, or neutral, into the center of your being. And exhaling to drop and release all that does not serve this now moment. Good. And let's do that one more time, breathing in. And exhale. Letting this exhale bring you even deeper into your full awareness of self. Good. And now taking a moment to breathe in, this time drawing light into your body, light. Using your mind's eye to feel and see and know that light coming in. And as you exhale, making sure it saturates every part of your being. Good. Feeling the light and the love that you truly are beyond this 3D form. Breathing in one more time. Into the heart space this time. And exhaling to saturate your entire being with light. Wonderful. And now taking a moment to imagine yourself standing within the center of a circle. And this circle actually is all around the earth. And even you might imagine it extending all around the solar system. And now imagining that circle extending all the way around the galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, the spiral-armed galaxy. And there you are, there we are, in the center of the galaxy, the womb space of the Great Mother, the cosmic magnetic force that holds this galaxy together. Standing in this central place, we gather across time and space and dimension to hold the light of love and to activate our greatest love light potential in service to this great conscious awakening on earth. Feeling your connection to Galactic Center, feeling your connection to your heart space, to your own love light, feeling your connection to each other. Taking a breath now, inviting in your highest possible guidance to come and be available to you now. And as you exhale, letting that extend out, filling the entire circle, the entire galaxy with your light, your love, your wisdom, your true divine nature. Good. And so it is that we gather through time and space and dimension in this now moment, which is all that we have, to cast a circle of love and light and protection in alignment with the highest good of all. We set a container for our intention to do good work in the name of love. The circle is cast and blessed be. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Hey, Mary Pat, welcome. Welcome, welcome, everyone else who's here. Okay, so I have an opening share to begin. Today is the day. Return, reclaim, remember your power. Deeply own the truth of who you are, letting go of the loops of smallness, guilt, or fear. Your gifts are needed now. It is time to call in all of your gifts because fortune favors the bold. So today we have a new moon, and it's a new moon in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the archer sign. It is the sign of the visionary, it's the half horse, half man, drawing back his bow, visioning the greatest possible outcome for any situation, the greatest possible goal before he lets that arrow go. That's the energy. We have the sun and the moon conjunct right there at 4 degrees. So the moon is now rapidly moving away. We had it at 8 a.m. Sedona time, and which is mountain time. Hey, Susan, welcome. And we also have Jupiter, which is the ruler of Sagittarius, the planetary ruler of Sagittarius, conjunct that galactic center, the center of our Milky Way, at 27 degrees of Sagittarius. Now, Jupiter is the biggest planet. Jupiter, I like to think of Jupiter as the jovial Santa Claus who gives gifts to everybody and says, why have one piece of cheese when 12 will do? So you can see already a bit the shadow side. So Jupiter is the expansive visionary planet. It's also the spiritual teacher, the great beneficent, it's called in traditional astrology and also Vedic astrology. It is the great blessings, the one who gives the boons to us. So imagine now it's connected or aligned directly with the galactic center. So if we were facing 27 degrees of Sagittarius, we would be facing the galactic center, and in front of that would be Jupiter. And also right next to it is the god as the sign of the planet, the goddess Venus, also the goddess, the planetary body, heavenly body called Venus. Venus is the planet that brings in the frequency of self-worth, self-love, self-honoring, value. What do we value? And of course, beauty and love. So self-love is a big theme here. Expanding self-love is a big theme here. And letting go of the cycles, the incarnational cycles of loops, of smallness, of guilt or shame, or feeling like our service has to stay in a small little box and has to stay so humble and hidden that no one really sees it. It is time to expand into a bigger possibility for ourselves. So there's a few statements that I want to make, and then I'm going to connect in with guidance to see what else wants to come through. So we have all the Sagittarian energy. We have a new moon. It's a new start. This is a time for those of us who are priestesses, light workers, healers, helpers, star seeds, black sheep of the family, who were never really fitting in, and yet we're doing all the sort of shadow, buried, hidden work for the family, for the lineage, for the collective. It is time for us to make a pivot now, if we haven't already done it, to shift from, I got to work on myself, I've got to heal myself, I got to clarify, I got to clean myself up, into truly embodying our love light in service to this awakening, this conscious self-awareness and awakening that's happening on the planet. So there's this is the time to share the cards. So I asked for a couple of cards to share that give some guidance for this. And the first one, whoopsie, is the guilt card, the 8 of air, an overabundance, number 8 of air, thinking. We have, all of us, lived so many lifetimes on this planet. We have all made so many mistakes. We have all lived steeped in separation and density and fear. And to drag around our guilt to keep us small and in the fear of harming again at a subconscious level, it's not serving us anymore. It is time to surrender any guilt we have from this incarnation or others. It does not serve us. Now, that does not mean we don't make amends. That does not mean that we don't take personal responsibility. That's not what I'm saying. Because, I'm talking to those of us who do our work, we're not doing the spiritual bypass shuffle where we're denying our shadow and going, it's all good. Nor are we in victim mode blaming everyone for our problems. I'm talking to those of us who really have owned our shadow to the best of our ability and have sometimes beat ourselves up unmercifully that we don't shine our lights because we don't want to hurt anyone again, because we were bad, because we did some weird thing that I don't even know what it is, but it's sort of vibrationally in the background, and I'm kind of scared to show up as a leader now because I might mess up. That stuff has got to go. It serves us no longer. We have to move into a self-trust that the love and the light and the high frequency intention that we have is here. We're holding it now for a reason. It's time to lead. And that goes to the next card, which is, the outsider, the 5 of rainbows, which is the 5 of earth. Many of us have felt like outsiders for our entire lives. We've been the black sheep. We've been the ones who people don't just get us. We can't really blend in with the mainstream or consensus consciousness. And that's as it was supposed to be, because now is the time for us to lead. It has felt very destabilizing. The number 5 is it's an unbalanced number. It's a transition number from the stability of the 4 to the peak number of the 6. If you think about 5 legs on a table, it's like, wow, the work you have to do to get them all to balance, right? So that the table doesn't wobble. That's often how many starseed lightworker priestesses, helpers have felt in their lives. It's like, why is it that I say things and people misunderstand me? Why is it I keep trying to I have a good intention and then something backfires on me? That's the old patterning. And so this too, it's like, we're no longer here to be outsiders. We're here to unlock that gate and walk through and begin to lead right now, to activate our highest, greatest potential. And that comes to the next card, which is this one. Those of us who have been doing our deep healing inner work, our energetic healing work, our emotional healing work, our spiritual healing work, our forgiveness practice, our healing with our family, all of that, we have been doing the work. We have been doing the work. It is time now to take that to the next level. And that comes to the next card, which is the moment-to-moment awareness as we ride the waves of the new energy coming in, this rainbow light from Galactic Center that is lifting us up, that we may walk almost on clouds, that we take a step and the next step is available for us. This is what this time is about for us. And so I want to invite all of you who are here either now or come to this in the future to begin to really know and trust and know that all that you have been through can be surrendered now, that you embody the wholeness of all that you truly have always been, which is an extension of divine love light creator itself. So, okay, so that's what's coming through. There's one other piece that I want to say before I connect and see if there's actually a channeled message. Many of us who came in as, again, what I call the black, we felt like black sheep growing up often, not always, but often we did. The star seeds, the light workers, the priestesses, the activators, the rebels, the indigo warriors. We came into this incarnation to push the needle a lot. So what I mean to say is this. We live for many, many incarnations. And in each incarnation, as we've gone through, especially the last several thousand, if not whole great year, 25,000 years, steeped in deep darkness, in deep density of three-dimensional reality. The last several hundred years and several thousand years have been very, very, a lot of violence, a lot of very base issues. And so we would come into incarnations and maybe we would learn like a little, so here's your needle, and we'd push it like, oh, we learned a little bit about that one aspect of something we wanted to grow about in another lifetime. So we are now as a planetary family and as the planet Earth, we are undergoing something that may be unprecedented, which is a conscious evolution of the species. And those of us who've worked on ourselves for many, many lifetimes who said, like, I want to really do this wake up thing. I'm ready. We came and we said, all right, well, wow, I got this theme I've been working on for a bunch of incarnations, and that one and this one and that one and this one. I'm going to push the needle. I'm going to push the needle. And that's why for many of us, it's felt like one thing after another. Life has not been a bowl of cherries. Now, I would argue it mostly isn't for anyone. But some of us, those of us who really have been dedicated to doing our inner work, have sometimes felt like, wow, I dug through all this dirt and I mined this for gold and I got this thing and like, whew, something else comes in and whew, something else comes in. It's not always been easy. And sometimes when we establish a pattern, we can start to not be able to see that there's another way. It's like, well, my whole life has been like this. Yeah, I have an amazing life. And then something happens and I have to deal with that. And yeah, that is the nature of this 3D reality to some degree. But I want to make a real important distinction here. And again, that is to say that these energies that are available to us right now through to the beginning of December, so we only have another couple of days, are available for us to really bring in the big possible vision, to pull it in and to activate it and say yes to it, and to recognize that some of those old roads we went down many, many times over this lifetime and many others, we don't have to walk down them anymore. Why? Because come January, when we have this massive conjunction of Pluto and and Saturn in Capricorn, with their south nodes there and then the north nodes in Cancer, there's big stir-ups happening on this planet. There's going to be big shifts, bigger and bigger and bigger energetic shifts. And those of us who came to awaken and midwife this new era now have to stop doing the old stuff and start embodying our superpowers, our gifts cultivated over many lifetimes, our love and our light. That is why we are here. And so it is time to vision your biggest possible vision, to embody it, to do whatever forgiveness work you need to do, and to own that vision that you are called to, that's calling you, is the very thing you came here to serve with during these tumultuous times ahead. So I hope that's making sense right now. I see more and more of you are coming online. Hello. Love, much love to all of you. Let's see what we have here. Why is it that I feel like my heart's been broken? That's the old pattern. Okay, Mary, that's exactly your meditation. So James, thank you for your vulnerable question and request. Thank you. Thank you for asking that. The old pattern. The old pattern, it's like, there's that saying, the pony track. A pony track is like when a pony rides around a track over and over again, or like back in the days when there was a horse and buggies, they'd get these grooves in the roads. And then once you're in that pony track, it's hard to get out, right? So we need to do a lot of inner work to recognize the patterns and to find new resources to get us out of the pony track. And most of us come at it with many modalities, as I'm sure you have too, from insights like astrology, so you get the clarity about what is the pattern, to everything from breath work, psychotherapy, somatic therapy, energy healing, Reiki, journaling, Gestalt therapies. I mean, you name it. There are many, many ways that we do this. Recognizing also when it comes to this theme of, hey, Paula, hi. Broken heart. We are love. We have never been abandoned by the divine. Call him, her, goddess, God. We have created scenarios of belief and separation that set up experiences which have us feel as if our hearts have been broken. And so let us play with that metaphor. Let's extend it a little bit more. To break is to break open. When we break open, we have to surrender. When we surrender our separation, we can then allow the love to flow in. We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are our own knights in shining armor. And when we truly own and embody and love ourselves and forgive ourselves and recognize that there has only ever been one of us here, then love shows up for us in all kinds of ways. Not just the passionate sexual beloved, but the love that we truly are. And so if you are feeling brokenhearted, whether, whoever you are, whenever you're listening to this, recognize and know that feeling those feelings is important. That's part, especially if you're a man, that's part of breaking open to feel your full feelings again, because our brothers have been so pushed down for so long when it comes to their feelings. Let that breaking be a breaking open into your feelings, that you may return to loving and accepting yourself as the beloved that you truly are. We are each and all a child of the Creator, and therefore, in and of itself, deserving of all the love that there is. And when we begin to heal and forgive ourselves, we feel this deeply and then become able to embody it in service to all. So I hope that helps you, James. I hope that answers your question. And I felt like some Divine Mother energy coming through with that. But let me just connect in now and see what else is available for us with regard to this full moon galactic center activation. We are Divine Mother, and we come with much love at this time. We pour forth the love that this one feels in her heart into each of your hearts, that you may feel us now. Feel deeply into the center of your being now, the love that is there, buried beneath any remaining muck. Feel and breathe into that space that you receive the love of the Divine Mother. Allow us to activate and heal you at this time. For from the center of your Milky Way galaxy comes a light, a magnetic energy that both holds the entire galaxy together and yet pours forth the activation of light that awakens the love that is within you, each and all. Remember that you are each children of a loving Creator. And it is in this remembrance that you too will extend creation, not from fear or separation, victimization or heartbreak, but from the heartful, expansive knowingness of your eternal truth as love and loved. And so we invite you now to breathe into your heart space. And if you are a visual person, you can imagine with your mind's eye a connection now, an umbilicus connecting to the galactic center of your Milky Way galaxy. And if you sense more than see, you can feel this, a connection from the heart of your beingness to the heart of the galaxy. And allow that connection to take place right now. Affirming and confirming in deep awareness of the truth of this. And now as you breathe, imagining the breath coming from your heart, as if your heart itself is breathing, drawing in the light activating codes from the galactic center through the planetary bodies and through your Solaris, sun of your solar system. adding light, adding light, adding light, until you breathe it all the way into your heart center, the energetic center of your being, filling and expanding yourself with this light now, letting the exhale expand it fuller, saturating your being in the light and the love of the one true Creator. And keeping and continuing with this breath, we invite you to stay connected in the sensations, the sensate of your being at the heart center. Breathing and pulling in light, breathing and pulling into light as you feel or see it according to your unique capacity of awareness, your unique creativity. Giving yourself full permission right now to be the love that you are. And we would like to invite you to really trust that this activation, this energy is always available to you, regardless of the planetary movements of your solar system, regardless of the planetary events you see unfolding around you. When you allow yourself moments to open up your heart space, to break open and receive the love light of Galactic Center, of the divine, of your sun, and yes, of your Mother Earth as well. You supercharge your capacity to walk in the world as a force of change for the vision you wish to see. And so we invite you to stay connected with your hearts in the days and weeks and months ahead, to stay connected with the love frequency and the forgiveness energies available to you now, that you may fulfill whatever it was that your unique soul's intent was, in the knowing that you have never left that which you would call God, in the knowing that though this be but a dream, still there is a way in which you serve to assist all of your sisters and brothers in the remembrance and return to love. We are the energy you would call Great Mother, the divine feminine energy that is reawakening within the hearts of all of humanity at this time. And we thank you for your work. We thank you for your willingness to show up again and again and again through incarnations and through this lifetime. However you may have faced challenges, remember that you are love. We thank you, and we are with you when you call. Okay. Okay, I hope that was helpful for all of you, and I thank each of you very much for being here. I feel called to share this card one more time as a sort of ending. Let us all walk this joyful journey now, bringing in the rainbows of all of our skills and abilities as we journey through this life with the connection to love. Okay, my dears, I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please share this with others if you found value. Please share a comment, a question, how this may have impacted you, what you're experiencing. And I offer you much love and bright blessings until we meet again. Mwah. Bye for now.